Hello everyone and welcome back to EOP, your favorite place for all things entertainment. I'm your host, Sarah Wisniewski. From Bachelor scandals to Super Bowl performers, we have quite a lot to catch you up on. But let's kick it off with your top headline of the week. Now, if you've been on social media at all these past couple weeks, I'm sure you've seen everyone raving about a song titled Driver's License. Now, let's break down how a young girl named Olivia Rodrigo went from a Disney star to a record-breaking artist overnight. Rodrigo is known for starring in the Disney original show, High School Musical, the series, with her former co-star and former lover, Joshua Bassett. The drama first broke a few weeks back when the 17-year-old released the heartbreaking ballad that fans were quickly able to piece together who the lyrics were about. It was made clear that the song was about the breakup between Rodrigo and co-star Bassett. This comes from lots of evidence, including videos stating that Bassett was actually teaching Rodrigo how to drive. The star also references a blonde girl who's much older than herself that fans were able to connect to pop star Sabrina Carpenter. According to People Mag, this makes perfect sense considering Bassett and Carpenter have been spotted out together quite a bit recently and had a matching Halloween costume last October. The Taylor Swift-esque song quickly grew popularity as it jumped to the top of the global Billboard charts, beat Spotify's record for most streams in 1 week, and beat Amazon Music's global record for the most requested song in 1 day. But with all this success has to come a response from Bassett and Carpenter. TikTok truly took this drama and ran with it, jokingly asking for Bassett's home address that Rodrigo mentions driving past in the song. After a week of Driver's License being released, Bassett released his own song titled Lie, Lie, Lie. He explained to Us Weekly that the song was about a friend he discovered was lying to him for a long period of time. His music video featured visuals really similar to Driver's License, so could this be a diss in response to the video or just some big PR stunt? And the final bit of info we know about this love triangle is from Carpenter's new song titled Skin. This was released this past week, and it's a clear diss track at Rodrigo, even though Carpenter told Us Weekly that the song is not towards any one particular person. Yet the lyrics such as "Maybe blonde was the only rhyme" make fans think otherwise. What do you think about this drama? It reminds me quite a lot of the Nick Jonas, Selena Gomez, and Miley Cyrus Disney love triangle that happened 10 years ago. We're going to go for a quick break, but when we return, our reporter Nicole Capalco is here to tell us all about a child star who recently came out to social media.
Welcome back to EOP. Everyone knows JoJo Siwa for her big glittery bows, YouTube videos, and of course, dance moms. But earlier this week, the talented 17-year-old came out as part of the LGBTQ+ community on social media. JoJo posted a pic on her Instagram story wearing a t-shirt that said, "Best gay cousin ever," thanking her cousin for the awesome shirt. Throughout the day, JoJo received so much love and support from her fans and the LGBTQ+ community on social media. This photo comes just a few days after JoJo posted a TikTok of her singing Lady Gaga's hit Born This Way, and another with TikTok's Pride House dancing to the song Ain't It Fun. The sparkly superstar has not put a definitive label on her sexuality. Siwa then took to Instagram to answer some of her fans' questions by saying, "I am really, really happy, and now that the world gets to see this side of my life, it makes me really, really happy. Now that I get to share with the world, it's awesome. I want people to know that there is so much love in this world, and it is so incredible." JoJo also credits her family, friends, and her fan base for being so supportive. Even former dance teacher and reality TV star Abby Lee Miller from Dance Mob says JoJo is a shining example for kids. In the same Insta video, she tells her fans, "I want to share everything with the world, I really do, but I also want to keep things in my life private until they are ready to be public," she added. "What matters is that you guys know that no matter who you love, it is okay, and that is awesome, and the world is here for you." Siwa is looking for someone to make her happy, she says. If that person happens to be a boy, then great. If that person happens to be a girl, then great. Everyone is so happy for JoJo.
Thanks, Nicole, and calling all Bachelor Nation. Next up, we have your recap on the hottest Bachelor gossip.
Bachelor star Matt James had to address a body-shaming statement said by one of his friends, Jerry, about one of the women on the show, Victoria Larson. It all started when Matt and his friends went golfing together. Jerry made a comment shaming Victoria's figure as Matt was about to take his last shot. A video clip from the outing was posted on the Bachelor fan page on Instagram. His friend commented, quote, "Now how is Victoria's body? Because when I look at her, it doesn't look very nice," end quote. When Jerry stated this, Matt did not immediately respond to the shaming. In an interview with the ladies of The Real, he addressed the issue. He claimed that he chatted with Jerry off camera. James stated, quote, "That's not my character and that's not what I'm about. It's a shame that's been associated with what I was going on. I apologize on his behalf. I don't know if you'll get it from him, but that's not something I support or stand for," end quote. It was really kind for Matt to stand up and apologize for something he didn't even say. Moving on to more Bachelor drama, Claire Crawley and Dale Moss have split up from getting engaged. For a recap, last season, Claire and Dale left the show as a couple who got engaged. Dale first broke the news to Instagram in a post claiming that the breakup was mutual, but then Claire responded back in a post declaring the breakup was far from mutual. Claire exclaimed, "Speaking for myself, my intentions with this relationship have always been clear. So the truth is, I am crushed. This is not what I expected or hoped for, and I'm still trying to process this," end quote. Through their ups and downs in the relationship, but their love for each other wasn't enough to keep the relationship going. Soon after the breakup news, rumors began speculating that Dale was cheating during the entirety of his relationship with Claire. According to E! News, the woman who Dale had been seeing is named Eleonora Srugo. These rumors were later denied when sources reached out to Srugo. She responded that Moss and herself have never been involved romantically. We are going to go for a quick break, but when we return, our reporter Elena Trolia has an update on the 2021 Super Bowl performances.
40% of food in the United States is never eaten. At the same time, 1 in 8 Americans is struggling to put enough food on the table. Before you let your food go bad or throw your leftovers in the garbage, think about your options. To learn more about food waste and how you can reduce food waste at home, visit www.nrdc.org/issues/food waste.
Cue the blinding lights, because The Weeknd is taking over the halftime show for the 2021 Super Bowl on February 7th. The Grammy Award-winning singer Abel announced his Super Bowl debut via Twitter, saying, "Performing on the iconic stage. See you on February 7th, 2021. During an interview with the New York Post, he shows his gratitude and how honored he is to be performing at such an iconic event. We all grow up watching the world's biggest acts playing the Super Bowl, and one can only dream of being in that position." The Weeknd says, "I'm humbled, honored, and ecstatic to be the center of that infamous stage this year." And speaking of great performers, pop sensation Miley Cyrus will be having a party in the USA for healthcare workers around the country. She announced via Instagram that she will be performing for the upcoming Super Bowl TikTok tailgate. The NFL teamed up with social media giant TikTok to deliver the TikTok tailgate, which is a unique pre-game treat experience for more than 7,000 healthcare workers who have already gotten their 2 shots of the coronavirus vaccine. The Plastics Hearts, artist wrote, "I will be there for the TikTok tailgate. I can't wait to be put on a show for the NFL's honored guests before the game, healthcare workers from Tampa and around the country. Join the tailgate at 2:30 p.m. East, February 7th on TikTok and CBS TV."
Hello, everyone. Today I'm here with Elena Troya and Alexis Mateo to take a look at some celebrity predictions by psychic Angie Benecki for 2021, according to People magazine. I'm going to read off some of these predictions, and I want you guys to tell me if you think they will come true or not in the new year. So, starting off, Angie predicts that we'll be getting another new album that's going to hit the top of the charts from Harry Styles. So, Elena, what do you think about that?
Well, personally, Harry Styles is one of my absolute faves. I am obsessed with him, with his style, his music, his everything. I know he's recently put out a few things, but I will look forward to that in the new year. I love him, absolutely love.
Right, I agree. Alexis, what do you think?
I wasn't a big Harry Styles before, but when he dropped his album, I started to like him. So hopefully he does come out with another #1 album, because I'm excited.
I think especially since after his most recent album, he really started to take off. So I could definitely see a new album in his future. But let's move on to the next prediction. I'm excited about this one. Angie is predicting that we will be getting an album from Rihanna in the summertime. Thoughts on that? Alexis, what are you thinking?
Rihanna, she just posted on Instagram, happy 5-year anti-anniversary. Come on, it's been 5 years. I think she's just thinking of makeup, but I don't know. I would die to have another album, but I feel like Rihanna, she's just focusing on makeup, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Elena, what do you think?
So I have to agree with Alexis on this. I would love to see that, especially in the summertime. That would just pop off for her, especially during break and stuff. But I honestly think that she is done with music. It would be awesome to see that. It would be awesome for me. I am obsessed with her too, but like she said, like Alexis said, I think she's just focusing on her Fenty and lingerie and all that stuff.
Right, I agree. She kind of confuses me sometimes because she seems like she's very focused into the fashion and makeup industry, but then every once in a while she's like, oh yeah, I've been writing music, and it's girl, what? Since when? So we'll see, but like you said, in the summertime, that would be pretty ideal. So for our next prediction, Angie is thinking that we're going to be seeing a Bieber baby from Justin and Haley. Thoughts on that? Elena, what are you thinking?
Honestly, I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards yes, maybe. because I think like Zayn just had a kid, and like I feel like it's baby making season. So I would like to see that. I think Haley and Justin are such a good looking couple. Like I feel like their baby would be so cute. So maybe, I don't know.
It's weird for me because in my head, Justin is still so young that I'm like, I could not picture him with a child, but he is like at the age where he can do that. But Alexis, what do you think?
Like after like the couple gets married, like the baby conversation starts happening. So I believe that there's probably a baby in the oven already as we speak. So I'm pretty like I'm on the side like yes, they're probably ready to make babies, and their babies will come out cute because like Justin is just he's just like so yeah.
For sure. And the next prediction, speaking of babies, is so as we know, Lady Gaga is rumored to be pregnant right now, and Angie thinks she's going to have her baby and it's going to be a girl. Thoughts on that? Elena, what do you think?
I don't think. To me, Lady Gaga is just like so up there. Like I feel like she is so like iconic and like honestly like at her peak of her career, even though she's like so much older and she's been like here and around for so long. I just feel like it would be out of character for her to have like a kid, you know, like in my opinion. I just see her as like this other type of woman, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. Alexis, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna have to agree with Elena. Like, I don't see Lady Gaga like having a child, but if she do, like, let's see how she like perfects the mom version of herself and see like if that's really herself. I do not see her with the child, and if she was to have a child, I see her with a boy, not a girl.
See, I disagree and I agree. I agree on the boy part, but I could totally see her being a mom. I don't know. I feel like she's kind of, even though she still is huge and she does like a lot, I mean, she just performed at the inauguration. I think that she has kind of taken like a break from her career. She hasn't put out like a full album in a bit. So she has the time for a kid. She reminds me of Katy Perry just had her baby, but Katy Perry's still judging American Idol and is so busy. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let's move on to, Alana, you got something to add.
Sorry, I would see her as a mom. Like I think she would be a great mom and everything, but I just don't picture her pregnant right now. Like I think she would be a great mom. She would take care of her kids. She would protect them to death. But yeah, I just don't see her pregnant right now.
Okay, moving on to our next prediction. So Angie is thinking that YouTuber James Charles is going to have another bad year from a big heartbreak. I mean, as we know, James Charles just had a pretty rough year with lots of drama revolving Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. And in my opinion, at least, he's been looked at in a good light recently. But a breakup, I mean, he's never really talked about relationships before. Elena, what do you think about this?
I mean, I don't really like follow like the YouTube like scenario, but I think that he like does get himself into a lot of drama from what like I see like on social medias. So like maybe I hate to say that, like I hate to be like, yeah, he's gonna have a bad heartbreak, but maybe, I don't know.
Alexis, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to agree with Elena. Like I don't follow like that James Charles, so I'm not pretty like aware of that. But like every year he does come up with something new, so hopefully it's not a heartbreak, but pretty sure like the drama side, probably with another celebrity and stuff.
Right. I feel like knowing James, everything is always blown out of proportion. So if there were to be a heartbreak, we would know about it. It would be a pretty big deal. But I have one more prediction here. It has to do with some TikTok stars. And this one just made me laugh because I cannot see it happening at all. But Angie thinks that Bryce Hall is going to propose to Addison Rae. Alexis, what do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna agree with that one because you never know with these TikTok stars. Like every day it's something new with them. Like they're in a scam. Or, like it's just so who knows? He probably might do it just know for like the social media attention and stuff. But like I'm gonna have to agree with that one. That might actually happen.
Right, I could totally see that happening for the attention of it, like throwback to when Jake Paul and Tana Mojo got married. Like, what was that? But Elena, what do you think? You seemed pretty shocked.
Girl, okay. They're just like too young, I think, right now. Like, especially like Addison. I don't know. Like, I still see her like as a young person, even though I don't think she's that much younger than me. But I kind of do see it happening because Addison is too hot for Bryce, and I feel like he'd be like, "She is mine, so I need to put a ring on it." So yeah, like that's a little, I don't know.
I agree. I mean, I could see it happening because the attention aspect of it, but I do not think it would last at all. They are way too young, even though they're our age. To me, they're like 14 in my head for some reason. But that's all the predictions we had from Angie. So we'll have to keep up to see if any of these actually happen in 2021 or what other kind of celebrity drama will unfold. But that is all for this week's episode of Entertainment on Point from Elena and Alexis. I'm Sarah Obsneski, and we'll see you next week.